Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. Tiki here.
And Blue Dragon 5.
And Mickey
And Monkey.
Good job, guys. All right, we got Tiki here, Mickey fan, Monkey, Blue Dragon 5. Ladies and gentlemen, as we find ourselves on the cusp of Disney's big venture into the world of streaming, even courting a war in the process, we thought it'd be nice to stay up to date on the ever-growing catalog and rule on what's a must or bust on Disney Plus.
Undi Blues.
Undi Blues. Oh, God. Tonight we're talking Muppets Now, episode 4. Guys, I'm just gonna be real with y'all. This wasn't good.
Yeah, outside of Muppet Labs, this was perhaps the most unremarkable one.
I mean, not only was this underwhelming from a comedy point of view and from a for God's sakes, get okie dokie cooking the fuck off of my screen point of view. We'll get there. But the thing I have against this episode the most is that it has really good cameos and then does nothing with those cameos.
Yes.
Right.
And that's a personal thing for me, man. Like, I can forgive an episode where it's like, all right, whatever, the jokes aren't flying fast and hard like they usually are, but there's just something about this episode, man. This I don't know. I feel like this series is showing a very limited amount of potential at this point moving forward, and I hate to say that about a Muppets project.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was my thesis. Who wants to go next?
Feeling more like from there, right? I mean,
mine is short and sweet. So I'll go next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You go, Muppets Now. Giving us nothing, girl. Go for it.
Thank you, RuPaul.
3 episodes late.
Oh, God. All right, Monkey, what say you?
I kind of said mine already that this is, one of the more unremarkable episodes of it.
Okay, Dragon, do you have an opinion that's against the tide?
Well, it's not like crashing into the rock necessarily in regards to the tide, but here's what I'm at on. I think it's a bit of a downgrade, but it's not egregious. I didn't feel egregiously hurt by this one. I felt there were some good parts, but I mean, comparatively, I do feel it's kind of we backslid in a way that's not great. So
Against the Tide was a memorable episode of The Little Mermaid.
Dandy. Okay.
Monkey, you know what? You now have an excuse to talk about Little Mermaid, my friend.
Oh, don't say anything more. Don't say anything more. It's still not public.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, so Claude Kringa, would you guys be down for a Muppet series that had story arcs? Yes, Claude. It was called Muppets 2015, and it was great. And yet everyone hated it for some reason.
I've already proposed that this has the arc of Scooter going more and more insane or something.
Well, so far it's sleep deprived, so maybe it's a niche in that direction. I don't know.
So far, the closest things we've had to continuity in this series is the Scooter thing, and then weirdly enough, the lifestyle logo.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, and Cardellini's just having a lot of great company, so there's that too.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Oh, God.
Speaking of Scooter.
Oh, yeah, we should probably get to the framing device, right? I forgot to put that up there, but go ahead.
Okay, just idea for a future episode. What if because of the way this whole framing device is done, what if this framing device became something like Unfriended?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Well, it does fit the Scooter Goes Insane.
I feel like that would have potential if it was more episodes, honestly. I feel like we need more than 2 more episodes to build up to that. It's a fun idea, though.
Yeah. And
it's the ghost of Scooter's uncle who owns the Muppet Theater.
They just wasted Animal.
What about the ghost of Pops? The ghost of Pops. All right. Anyways, Claude says animals in this episode. Mickey fan, strong words there saying that they wasted
They
animal.
wasted him.
Strong words, buddy. I disagree.
No,
I
you go in
disagree.
here saying having Scooter say "Animal, keep me up," and then they do nothing.
Yeah, they could have done more. They like
I'll
it's
give you
serviceable,
this.
I guess.
You know
but-
what? I'll give you this. They wasted the electric mayhem. That they
Yeah.
absolutely did. It's like they call up the electric mayhem. They literally do nothing. Like literally,
Yeah,
like,
their cameo.
like less
yeah, that
than
was
nothing.
a bit of. That was an awkward cameo. It was
It was so.
like
so,
what,
Mickey fan, I
did
feel
Dude
like your
wake him up?
emotions are being channeled more towards wasting electric mayhem. Because honestly, I feel like they did what they could with Animal for like as little screen time as these framing device gags get. I mean, it's like, Animal was doing his level best. He was banging on stuff. He was yelling at him. I don't know. I think he was with it. I think he was trying.
Speaking of which, can we set the ambiance while we're talking about the framing device?
Yeah, sure. Sorry,
Oh yeah.
but
Well, yeah, it's. I agree. I think Animal was used to the best we could for this episode with him. I like the unconventional pairing of Scooter and Animal. Those are two real
Yeah,
opposite
that was-
characters. That was quite fun.
Yeah,
Like
I
seeing
just
Animal
wish-
help out poor old Scooter. That was kind of nice.
I just wish that they did more with them.
Oh, sure, but again, like in the when we can only squeeze in the Electric Mayhem band. I mean, I guess of course, it'd be great to see like an Electric Mayhem segment, but we didn't get that. So
No.
if we don't get an electric, like at least like a musical guest performance by the Electric Mayhem by the season finale, it's going to be just a waste. Honestly,
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get that with only 2 episodes left.
I know, and I'm upset, but I'm going to give you guys a silver lining here. Joe from Legal, definitely his funniest gag yet.
Yeah.
well, I still love Joe from Legal.
I'm
love
very
the-
much warming up to him, and I'm warming up to the fact that we don't need much of him for him to be funny.
And I love
Yeah.
so far he's got a built-in niche of he's the disclaimer before Muppet Labs, which is genius, and it makes sense. It's when you would actually have to have the lawyer on.
Yeah.
So yes, let's bring in Joe there and just keep that going. Yeah.
All right, Monkey, what are your thoughts on the animal thing?
I'm not quite as in the boat that Mickey fan's in, but yeah, when you mention it, he could have done more. Like they could have gone maybe a bit more extreme and crazy with the ways he was keeping Scooter
That's
away.
true.
I related to Animal in this one. I'll
Maybe
say that
more
much.
emphasis on the drumming.
Maybe, yeah. What if they did a thing where, like, Animal went off screen and then he appeared on Scooter's screen, like
That's what I was
like physically
expecting
shakes
to
him, like,
happen.
That'd be hilarious. Well, I guess maybe they only had one of those in the chamber because we used that gag later with somebody else.
yeah.
All right, I like Claude's whole thing of imagine Joe secretly the main villain of Muppets Now.
That
That's
would be
funny.
great. That'd be
Giving
genius.
Scooter all these arbitrary deadlines.
Mickey fan, how far are you into Muppets 2015?
I finished it.
Okay, so oh god, I forget the name of the character, but Dragon, remind me of the character who becomes the villain in the late stage of that series.
Oh, you mean
Taking
I
my
know?
headphones out.
Really? right,
Pizza.
Yeah, pizza or Pache, Pache, but
Pache, yeah.
his name is spelled pizza, so that's
So it's kind of like that. It's kind of like a legal person who's like,
Pache.
sent in to like Pache was kind of like more of an update to the show, and this Joe from Legal is maybe even like kind of like sliding back, like, oh no, the Muppets need to be more old fashioned. All right, I don't know. Anyways, Monkey,
good?
you can come back.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, sorry about that. You really need to catch up on that, buddy. Seriously,
Just
what are you waiting for?
I watched it in 2 days.
For
What's
Christmas
your
time, because
excuse?
there's a Christmas episode somewhere in
Oh,
there.
for
Oh my god! All right, just
It's
skip the
just-
Christmas episode, Monkey. Come on.
just sad.
The Christmas episode was actually really fun.
It is. It is. I
I
won't
think
deny
that was the last one I saw.
All right. Anyways, sorry about that. All right. So, anything else about the framing device? I'll take that as a no.
I could rub salt in the wound, but I won't.
Right.
Let's just move on. I don't want to linger on it.
Oh, this one hurts.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad on the rewatch for me, but and it still got some great Deadly stuff in there. But
Deadly was hysterical in this.
I mean, Deadly's just one of those characters where it's like no matter what, he's always funny.
Yeah.
It's impossible to mess him up.
Oh yeah, I think that the problem here was pairing up Aubrey Plaza and Piggy.
It was cringe humor. That's what they were going for, but the problem with Aubrey Plaza and Muppets in general is that Aubrey Plaza is a very introspective person, and she needs the right type of interviewer to really get her, out of her shell.
Because Aubrey Plaza, for those who may not be aware, she's very infamous for her interview style.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and you can't get a good Aubrey Plaza interview. It'd be like trying to get Kevin Smith interview with like a 20-minute monologue into a 3-minute segment. You know what I mean? It can't be done. I don't know. Very much a misfire. It's not. I love Aubrey Plaza too. That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm not super
I tell you, I like how
Plaza so relatively fresh, but yeah, this was a boring one.
Yeah.
Well, you can say that about the entire episode, honestly.
I really like the content of the interview. I like, Audrey Plaza, she's really kind of being really open about things for the bit that we get in there, like, the whole angry, expressionless, expressionless face bit. And then, of course, like, no, I'm going to tell you, you're alive right now, girl. You're alive. And she felt really good about that. I was like, yeah, I was kind of investing in that. Then we kind of throw, overall, I don't think the sketch was, I don't think the segment was bad, but it just feels, I don't know, something wasn't clicking with it.
I do appreciate that they used it.
If this were like Rolf, if it was Rolf and Aubrey Plaza, it would have been awesome.
It would have been a different sketch. It wouldn't have been as like quote unquote funny. But Rolf would be the right Muppet to interview her for sure.
Exactly.
Like I appreciate that they're doing a different host to change it up a little, keep it
especially because it's not Vogel Kermit. Am I right?
Boo.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
But,
I avoided the narcoleptic scooter comparison. Don't push me.
I'm not sure if they should have gone with Piggy because there's already lifestyle. So
that also bugged me. We'll get there. I think that's a fatal flaw with this episode is the fact that we have. Like honestly, Miss Piggy showing up in the Muppet Master segment in episode 1, that was fine. Even though we had a lifestyle segment because it wasn't all about her. She was mostly just like the punchline at the end of the sketch. But this this feels like too much Piggy, man, and dare I say it, it almost even feels like too much Deadly.
Well, here's the thing: I do like
it's redundant when you've got lifestyle in there.
Right.
Well, and also, like, Piggy is very much a character who less is more with her.
Oh, yeah.
I like the behind-the-scenes production element of it all with, like Deadly doing, like, the reverse shots and everything, the reactions. That was hysterical.
Claude Coringa's all over that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Deadly dressed as Piggy. That's hysterical.
Yeah.
Imagine Deadly eventually betraying Miss Piggy and the Muppets. Well, I mean, Deadly as a villain is not something that I won't say what movie, in case anyone hasn't seen it. But, Deadly as a villain is something that we've seen before in Muppets canon. So it wouldn't be entirely out of the question.
That's the spin-off I want from all of us. I just want the Deadly spin-off. That's what I really...
It's just called Deadly, just like Frasier. It's just the same font.
I want to see the Frasier-like spin-off of the Cheers that is the Muppets Now.
I mean, just because there's already precedence with Deadly doing something with this property, then this is how we remake the Haunted Mansion movie. This is how we reboot the Haunted Mansion movie. Have Deadly star in it.
And have it all be puppets, like original puppets. I'm down for that. Deadly can be the ghost host.
Yeah.
Or maybe just a Muppet Haunted Mansion movie with Deadly as the ghost host.
I'm here for it.
Oh, that's a pitch right there. File that into the Christmas the haunted holiday hijinks pitch, Dragon.
All
right.
Well, we'll see. Okay.
Anyways. Okay. Anything else with Mup Close and Personal?
I thought I had again. I think I like it maybe a little bit more than you guys, but by the same token, again, it's not lighting the world on fire. I'll concede to that. Certainly, it's not.
All right. Muppet Labs field test. This was dark. I mean, I felt bad for the computer. I didn't necessarily think it was very funny, if you want to know the honest truth.
See, here's the problem with this. This one feels like they're reaching kind of on the opposite direction from the Alexa well that they did in the first episode. I really like the Alexa well, and I think that really was entwined with what they were doing with the show. And here we're doing a similar thing. We're looking back.
I think by far the best Muppet Labs episode was just the... Sorry, by far the best Muppet Labs episode was just the one where they were messing around with the pizzas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this weird kind of like focus on like, humanizing technology. I don't know. To me, it's not classic Honeydew and Beaker. It almost takes away the focus from them. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I couldn't look into this. Go on.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying about it not being a Honeydew and Beaker thing. Totally get that. But the computer absolutely worked for me.
Yeah.
You're wrong. I want to say the computer was Taika Waititi, but I couldn't check it.
Okay. You know what also kind of bothered me? This would have been a perfect place to bring in 80s Robot.
Right.
What up?
All right, anyways. I'm terribly sorry. You seemed like you were going on a good point, and I kind of derailed you. Go ahead.
Oh, it's kind of moot now, but let me see if I can find myself here. Anyway, yeah. So again, we're kind of looking backwards with things here. Again, a similar vein, and we are building sympathy with our Waititi sounding, at least Waititi sound. I can't confirm Waititi, but our Waititi sounding beepalizer here.
I think it was okay. I think it was Peter Linz is the beepalizer.
Okay, there you go, Peter Linz. So, Dr. Honeydew, he's so unintentionally insensitive here, where it's just after the screen gets cracked on the beepalizer, again the very informative sound stuff. The sound stuff is quite informative.
Yeah,
again, it's kind of like the Magic School Bus for the next gen if they play their cards right. Which again, obviously,
it also kind of reminded me of like a Ludwig von Drake kind of educational short.
That's the better comparison. Sure, yeah. But yeah, it's the because I remember the sound waves thing from Magic School Bus. It's kind of what I was thinking of. Anyway, so Dr. Honeydew is very unintentionally insensitive with the whole like, you're hurt. Oh, you noticed? Of course I care. We'll definitely have to throw you away now. You're right. I mean, it's very dark, and I like. If you notice, we really bring out a dark side of Dr. Honeydew through all of this. If you really think about it, because
Dr. Honeydew is way more sociopathic than ever before.
Yes, more things to burn.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not really sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because to me, it kind of messes with the balance that is Honeydew. You know what I mean?
I think this is getting a little bit more back to the balance, but by the same token, he's still unintentional. He's not doing it on purpose, but it is quite monstrous. Still, it's a tight wire act. It's a.
All right. Anything else with this?
What do you guys
probably the best sketch of the episode.
Oh yeah.
It's not really a high bar to set, but yeah.
No.
I was watching Return to Oz before doing the rewatch of this, so I was getting some TikTok flashbacks during that rewatch.
TikTok.
God.
Which was another IG-11S character.
Yep.
Should bring it back to Taika Waititi.
Okay. Oh, guys, I don't even want to do this.
Next.
Why is this series making me dislike the Swedish Chef? This is wrong, Disney. You are overusing the Swedish Chef. The Swedish Chef should be a spice, not a main ingredient. Fuck this okie dokie cooking shit. I am so sick of this. It's the same thing over and over. I am done with this. I am done with this sketch. Just bury it. Fucking bury it.
See, we should it'd be hilarious.
The Swedish Chef is now coming to your house with a cannon.
It'd be hilarious if someone just took that out of context and said, hey, so you want to be an Imagineer. What are they talking about here? Oh my god, this is how they talk about the Swedish Chef. I'm out of here.
Oh, God.
This is what this whole thing's about.
I've been into
Just a man
earlier
caring way too much about the Swedish Chef. What's going on here?
I've been into this segment, before, but yeah, this wasn't his A game.
The Swedish Chef before this series was one of my favorite Muppet characters, and this series might have changed that. And that fucking pisses me off. It really does. Ooh, it makes me angry. I haven't been this angry since the Vogel Kermit photobombing thing. Yeah, and I mean, even that I feel like is more of a subjective humor thing. This is just like, man.
Well, let me try to breach the foodie in you, if I may, for a mere moment here. What did you think about the guest chef?
Hold on. I'll get to that, but Claude Karinga raises an excellent point. Can we get the game show sketch instead? Yes, Claude. Thank you. Yeah. I 100% agree. 100% agree.
To be fair, we only have 2 sketches to pick from outside of this, so it's not really, it's kind of a 50-50 shot.
Maybe they should have made more sketches.
Yeah. We do need more sketches, absolutely. I mean, that's the first and foremost. We got to get more new ones.
Or
that's
hey, have
the problem with this whole show. That's easily the biggest problem with this whole show.
Yeah, that it's the same, 4 sketches.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, man.
Part of me is afraid that's a budgetary thing by Disney. I'll give them enough
money.
This is the Muppets.
This is the goddamn Muppets. This is the part of the show where Tiki gets way too. This is the part of the show where Tiki gets way too personally involved.
Is this the Disney Plus equivalent of getting the same sequences on store tours over and over?
Yeah.
Correspond.
All right, so Celebrity Chef, he was fine. He was down to clown, I guess. I do like that there was
the Lusavio.
You got a little bit of animosity from the chef towards him.
I do like that. I do like that. I mean, but honestly, I'm just at a loss for words in terms of like they just keep doing the same thing over. This sketch has got to be one of the most repetitive, like least entertaining things I've ever seen the Muppets do. Just in terms of like now that I've seen it repeated multiple times, I'm just like I just. There's nowhere they can go with it.
They seem to have peaked with Trejo, it would seem.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, save for getting like some of those, like, I think the only time they should do something like this is when they have like an A-lister. Like, like we've already talked about the names we want to see. A Guy Fieri, a Gordon Ramsay, an Emeril Lagasse, someone like that.
Would kill this sketch.
He would. You
know what? I say this as a joke, but fuck it, I'll say it anyway. How about Pasquale?
Oh my god.
I think
part is I see it not living up to my hopes.
God.
I did like the deconstructionist spaghetti carbonara at the end.
I did like that. I like that for once Chef made something that. For once, Chef made something that wasn't like entirely a train wreck.
And the deconstructed joke saved this sketch for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they offer a little piece of trivia about the dish itself, like about how this was originally like a food for secret societies.
Yeah. That was cool.
I mean, overall, I like how we're
that they do put.
Okay, I'm just picturing Swedish Chef cooking at the White Lotus camp.
Oh God. Oh, now we have to do a Muppet Avatar casting podcast. Oh, dear God.
Someone did make Avatar videos with puppets, so there's that.
I have seen those, yes. Those are,
yeah.
Gonzo
Roasty ducky.
Right, now, Claude, I think he kind of hit the nail on the head of, especially this episode, kind of, the Muppets Now, It's Worse definitely feels like, as Claude says here, it feels like they made season 1 of Muppets Now during the quarantine, which oddly enough, again, from what we all could tell, was not the case until we started seeing the episodes. It sounded like they filmed it. Again, this was announced way in advance. Presumably they had shot it all. It's only 6 episodes. They shot it all before things happened there. But I mean, there's a slim chance we could be wrong about that. But by the same token, it's still it shouldn't feel like that because we're looking to this to escape from that sort of stuff at the moment.
Right.
Kind of sad.
All right. Claude also agrees with us that Trejo was the best guest on Okie Dokie Kid.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's Trejo. I mean,
it's
Trejo's
not a high bar.
Not really. All right.
Yeah,
anything else?
I like how we're shifting the different foods each episode. We went from Mexican to Japanese to Italian this time around. It's kind of nice.
Mm-mm.
All
right, that's about it.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to lifestyle with Miss Piggy.
And of course, still with the lifestyle running gag. All one word, and of course, like nothing, just like it's on paper, it's on script pages.
That was great. That was a great sight gag.
Self-care is the theme of this episode.
Well, this episode was not self-care.
How so, sir? I said, how so, sir? Mickey fan.
You've been hearing my thoughts this entire recap.
Do I really have much? I seem to be drawing a blank with the pre-chat room stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
Tay Diggs just doing his usual Tay Diggs thing.
Well, you got a.
They got the mirror thing. They got this was kind of a.
Another one of those cameos that does nothing with Poogie.
Totally agree.
Did we Chip the IT guy in this one, or was that earlier?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Chip the IT guy.
Chip the IT guy.
Do nothing with him. He just pops up for like 2 seconds.
We had IT stuff to do.
I did kind of like how one of the guests was just some penguin.
Yeah, it was
some penguin.
I love that the
eating like the sardine and everything.
Guest I love that fourth guest is always just some random mute creature.
Right.
I mean, would I be guys? I'm trying to pick up on the pattern here. Would you guys say that as we've had 4 of these now with the lifestyle with Miss Piggy, would you say that the little kind of Zoom call kind of conversation with the panel, I guess, is kind of the best part of these, or?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
maybe
that's kind of how I've been feeling about it, really. Because I really like that's when it really comes alive for me, when we kind of have when we bring in the Cardellini factor, but also again we have the 4th rando Muppet in there, and we do some fun stuff like
the Cardellini factor, a spinoff of the Carbonaro factor.
Yes. Also, again, the fruit
got Pepe.
Yes, yeah, that's a great. It's always great to bring.
That's a good
Pepe
team up.
Things. Yeah, doing the palm reading with his multiple palms.
Yeah.
Or we have the invite gag. Like, how would one get invited to hang out with Linda Cardellini?
How would a certain someone?
Just deadly, just like spelling it out so hard. Invite her. Or she just pops on over. That was quite fun. That's how you know it's not quarantine. Boom, pops on over there right down that.
And Pepe, of course, just instantly bounces.
Yeah, but again, that's a great improv, presumably, right there. Says, like, you make your famous guacamole. He says, no, she ruins the party.
She ruins the party.
Which is just great.
Yeah, it was not the best.
You really just not very much here, are you?
Did you just,
I'm
what is it?
I'm really not.
It sounded like you said it was a Mamma Mia.
No, he said it wasn't the best.
Okay, or something. Muppet Mia.
Now that is a Muppet movie I want to see.
The entire score of Mamma Mia sung by Beaker. I want this now. Me.
Claude, is Candace Against the World coming out before episode 5 or on the same day?
Same day.
Same day?
At least, I'm pretty sure same day. She would both be on a Friday, so yeah.
Yeah.
The only problem with that idea, Claude, is that I don't want to wait until possibly episode 6 comes out to get to the episode 5 podcast, so we'll see. But we'll definitely be doing the Candace Against the World movie soon, for sure.
There's like nothing coming to Disney Plus over the next month, or at least nothing that intrigues my interest enough.
What, you don't want to pay $30 for Mulan?
I'm not even going to answer that.
Crickets. Man, that silence just says
Not just
everything.
crickets, T. Crickets' thoughts.
Like, fuck, I wasn't a fan of the Christopher Robin movie, but that's something that's like maybe the most interesting thing coming in September for me.
Oh God!
Oh,
Wow.
I loved Christopher Robin.
I also really
Maybe
like
I'll
the
like it
Christian
more
Robin
on
movie.
rewatch. Who knows?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, final thoughts, guys. Final thoughts. What do you got?
Could be better.
Giving us nothing. Do better.
Ringa, ringa, good to be in the beater.
He loves it.
Well, my final thought, I thought the scooter device was appropriate.
Yep.
Sorry guys, I hate to be so negative on the Muppets, man. I'm always going into these episodes hoping for great stuff, but this wasn't it, man. This was easily the worst episode so far, I think. It really was. I hate to say it. It's a shame. All right, well, unfortunately, guys, that'll do it for us this week as we holster the remotes till the next installment calls for the draw. Motto and motto. Just Plus and Us. Claude Kariga says, do better, Muppets!
Damn right.
Yes,
So
I agree.
this happened.
Freaking Swedish Chef.